What's going on YouTube? It is your boy Chris back again with another video for you guys today. Another market watch. We're going to talk about basically what's going to be going on this week in Ultimate Team, and it's a big week. It's a big week for Ultimate Team. We have FUTMAS on the end of the week on Friday. We have UCLs on Tuesday and Wednesday. That's going to be huge. Tomorrow, I think we're going to get probably a player SBC or a league SBC. And then Thursday, obviously, is rewards, and it's the big one. It's messy. So we need to talk about that. Just a normal market discussion video that I want to bring out to you guys. What I've been trading with recently is icons and roads to the final cards and team of the group stages as well. I've been trading with so many icons, guys. In this market, the way to trade, and I've said this in the past, and I've done videos on this, but trading in a market that is trending downwards, which I expect it to be, just keep going down until Thursday, until we see the price of the messy SBC. It's so easy to get on bids. It's so easy to find big undercuts on cards and just kind of study fluctuations, because you'll see a fluctuation on like a scream card, cards that have like no supply, you will see the most fluctuation on. So for example, a guy like Cruz is about 300,000 coins. Now, this was about, 285. So he's up about 15,000 coins right now. If you were to find an undercut at 275, you could theoretically make about 10,000 coins because he's already at 300,000. And you will find big undercuts. People are selling their teams. People are selling their houses for this fucking messy SBC on Thursday. And we need to talk about that because there's going to be some market implications in that. So, guys, I'll tell you the amount of people that I got on bid. So this gigs is on bid at 240. This is on bid at 250. Oh no, that's a deal. That's a 250 buy now. This got on bid at 543. This I got at 389. That was not on a bid, but that was a snipe. Let me see some other bids. This was 318 bid. This was about 230. This one was 230 on bid. So that was really good. A lot of this stuff is on bid, guys. These Lewandowskis I've been trading with, they go under 300 and they go back to like 325, 330. I've been trading with that kind of stuff. Road to the final Alba, I got one at 716 on bid, and he was going for 750 at the time, and I knew that was low because he does go around the 780 to 800 mark multiple times of the day. So I was able to sell both at 784, but I got the other one at 727. So I made a good 60,000 coins most likely on that. One for 716, one for 727. The 716 was a bid. So it shows you the amount of bidding opportunity you guys can have in a market like this. I bought this at 405. He ain't selling right now, but he's fresh. I'm going to try to get a little bit out of him overnight, and he should sell. Guys, look at icons, man. There's so much panic in the market like this, and there's so much opportunity to make coins. I will have about 4 million coins probably by end of tomorrow. Because I'm going to buy a bunch of stuff tonight, like Team of the Group Stages. And I think that my plan is to probably buy these tonight and then kind of flip them for tomorrow before the games on Tuesday. I think that's kind of like the plan I'm going towards. If I see like Sterling at like 205, 210, I'm probably going to go and buy it just because he was like 245 earlier today and there wasn't that much supply other than squad battle rewards. So these cards overnight flipping has been actually pretty cool, pretty good to trade with. Now let's talk about when do you guys buy these cards? And I would say it's hard, but I would say maybe Thursday could be a day for you guys to buy these cards. I know there's a ton of supply, but I'm saying anywhere between Tuesday and Thursday is probably going to be the buy window for these cards. It also depends on UCL marquee matchups, what kind of supply we get there. Thursday rewards, what's the pack probability? Because remember, they haven't even changed the pack probability on any of these Team of the Tournament cards. 1.4% for the Mega Pack, 2.8 for the Team of the Tournament pack, or the 50k pack. It's just crazy pack probability. So, in my opinion, I would just say kind of like, if you see a price you like, just buy it, in my opinion, because they're already so low as a group. Because if I go onto FUTBin right now and I show you guys the list of players and the prices, like Messi's 2. Whoa. Messi's 2.47. He was just 2.3. I don't know if you guys were paying attention to Messi, but like 2.7 went all the way down to 2.33, and now he's back at 2.5. Wow, that's interesting. But you look at some of these cards like Koulibaly, Salah, Lewandowski, Sterling has a position change, Kane, Ramos, Ter Stegen, okay, Lautaro Martinez, Mertens. All of these cards are probably going to do okay out of packs. Even though they do have a load of supply, I still think if you get them at a price you like, you hold on for a little bit, you let them get rare. And in the future as well, these cards, people act as if they are live cards. So during games, if they're winning and you pick, say, Lewandowski, and Bayern are probably going to win like around a 16 game, you could see Lewandowski go up because of that. You know, we saw that last year with Jordi Alba. We saw it last year with pretty much any card that was in the, I think it was Griezmann, and we saw it with Lewandowski as well on the Team of the Group Stage cards, because people thought that they were live cards, so they just bought them thinking that they were going to upgrade. They never did. Speaking of upgrades, now obviously the ones that are going to get upgraded is the Road to the Final cards, and that is going to be sometime this week or next week. And for me, it's really fun to trade with these cards. You can find really, really good deals on these by fluctuations because they are so rare. Like I said, the more rare they are, the more fluctuations they have. So he was just 235 at a point. He's now 225. But at times throughout the day, he goes to 230, goes as low as 203, back to 224, back to 208. You see what I'm saying there? Like, the fluctuation on these cards, it's very easy to trade with them. You can get them on bid as well. And if you'd like, you could hold them until before they get their upgrade. You want to get them out probably prior to their game Tuesday or Wednesday, whatever game they're in. So like, if Atletico plays Wednesday, get out of this by Wednesday, because I think you'll start to see a lot of people selling off expecting the immediate upgrade. When they don't see it, they might panic sell for whatever reason. I believe that's probably going to happen. In terms of the overall general market, it's really difficult to kind of like predict what's going to happen with pretty much the whole market. I would say that Road to the Finals are pretty safe to buy. Team of the Group Stages at like a really good price is pretty good. Past informs, past specials, I think are okay. Icons, be careful with. I think they're going to keep dropping every single day, because when you think about it, the high tier meta market, or like if a card is worth like 500k plus, you might see them dropping every single day, because you know those are players that people can, you know, sell that card and be able to fund a part of the Messi SBC, which is what people are doing right now. The market is low for a number of reasons. It's low because of Messi's SBC, potential SBC this Thursday. It's also low because EA brought out a promo that has a load of supply in the market. So what's happening here is that all these new cards are becoming affordable, and all these player SBCs as well, like Di Maria, like Benzema, Cuadrado, all of these are really good value SBCs, but they've done this on purpose because they want people to shell money on those SBCs to drain your clubs, to make you lose coins, to make you panic sell stuff. This is all for EA to kind of get you guys ready for FUMAS, because when FUMAS starts, what are you going to need to go and do SBCs? You're going to need, you know, anywhere between 81s and 87 overall players, and you're going to have to, you know, if you want to get new FUMAS cards, you're going to have to do that. So they want to drain your clubs, but they also want to keep fodders at a decent value, which is what they're doing, because what's going to happen with this Messi SBC is, and I'm going to take you back over to FUTBIN, you're going to see the prices of these high-rated golds keep rising. So let's go to cheapest player by rating, and what you'll do is, if you have a club stock for FUMAS, you guys could still do some of this stuff, but I would say for the 83s pluses, I probably wouldn't. Some 84s are okay, but for the most part, I wouldn't even touch them. You also have to see these cards, like, a guy like, look at where, I don't even see Rakitic on here. That means he's very, very high at the moment. If he's that high, let me just take a look here. That's pretty crazy. Where's Rakitic? He is 19.75k. So you see this right at the Squad Battle Awards tonight. You saw him go from legit, yeah, he's been upwards. He was 17,000 at today, and then he went all the way to, like, he's almost 20,000 coins, if not 20k. this is in preparation for Messi's SBC. So I'm not really surprised that a card like that, a La Liga fodder, is up like that. I think in terms of any 86 to 90 rated players, you're going to see them rise a lot. De Gea is already 42k. These 88s are all 30 plus. So for me, if you guys want to still buy them, get them at 28 and under. You'll start to see them rise every single day up until probably Wednesday or Thursday. I'd get out Wednesday with your profit just to make sure that, you know, they don't do anything, they don't do anything slick on us and they make your investments drop. Or you might have a lot of people that are investing on Thursday as well, and they might dish out that day as well. So you might have a flood of, people investing on one card. So just, in my opinion, get out by Wednesday night just to be safe. Any 84 to 20k is good, but you can see right here the more popular ones. Casemiro's already up to 25k. Thiago's 25k. Thiago Silva's 25. Yeah, all of these are still not really good prices now because they were good at like 22 and under. You could have probably sniped them at 20 and under. They're not really great prices anymore. Toni Kroos is already 33. Busquets is 48k. And I'm not surprised with this. I'm not really surprised because these are players that, like, Ter Stegen's 56, Modric's 58. You're seeing players that are, people know that are going to be needed probably for the Messi SBC, which is why they went out and bought them in bulks, pretty much. So that is what you'll continue to see with the high rated market. You're going to start to see them just keep rising and rising. Regardless of supply, I think if I were you guys, probably this past weekend was the last time to go and buy them, because you never want to buy at a really, really inflated price unless you have a good enough price difference that you can make some coins on. Like if you get Toni Kroos at 30k, I assume he's going to go to 36, 37 in the hype. So you could still make profit on a card like that. But if you bought at 33, you're going to hold the card for 2 days and make 2,000 coins or 1.5k, whatever you would make on that. So that is kind of what I would be looking at. What else do we have to discuss on this market? Also, the high tier market. I'm talking your icons. I'm talking your UCL lives. I'm talking scream cards, like the high tiers, the Firminos and stuff like that. You will see one or two things depending on Messi's SBC. If Messi is affordable anywhere under 1.5 million, you will see people probably selling more stuff off to go and do the SBC. That is just kind of my opinion. If he becomes very, very affordable, 1.5 million will turn into 2 million because of how many people will actually go and do the SBC. They could make it like 7 or 8 segments to make like 87 rated squads, 88 rated squads, etc. In terms of if the SBC is not affordable, what you'll see is a buyback on a lot of cards. You'll start to see people probably selling off their investments, getting coins back, and then being able to actually, buy back players. So like, look at this Neymar, for example. This is down crazy amount. He's almost 900k and under, which is actually ridiculous to think because I never thought he can. At this stage of the game, I didn't think he would go under 900. So for me, this would be a card that would get bought back up in bulks, because if you can't afford Messi, then people are going to go and buy back other big cards. I could see that with icons as well. A guy like Del Piero, he was about 1.6, and I think he's about 1.33, something like that. Where is he at the moment? Is he 1.4? Yeah, he's 1.367. So like a card like this is down like 250k. Where is like a Baby Vieira? I want to see where that card is. I have a general know of where this card has been. So let's see where he's been. Obviously, it's a weekend. So he's about 1.6 right now. A lot of this stuff is going to keep dropping this week, in my opinion. So to trade in this market, like I said, you want to get on bids. You really, really want to bid on cards. Trust me. And just stay on other cards too. Like, try to maybe be on a card for a minute or two. If you see that there's a deal available, you could sit on that for 2 minutes and then maybe find a good undercut. Going through this stuff, guys, is like very, very underrated way of like making coins. It's kind of like going through every single team of the week. Kind of like every maybe 2 or 3 hours, you go through each team of the week. So you go through, all right, let's go through team week 1, right? And we see that, for example, this Mertens is 200,000 coins. These best of team week players will either probably stagnate or just continue to drop. especially some of the cards that are now in Team of the Group stage have become way more affordable than people would have thought, and now these cards are dropping with it. So like, for example, Mertens is 440, his Team of the Group stage. This is dropping because if Mertens is becoming available, they'll go and sell the 88 Mertens to go and get the 89. For example, on the market, we see Delaney, okay? And we see that Delaney is 50,000 coins at the moment, and that looks a little high for him, okay? So yesterday, he went from 46,000 coins all the way to about 49k. 49. So, and he hit it multiple times. Now he's at 50. Now, what you could see is that you could probably find a bid at 43, 44, 45, and probably get 49.5 out of that, 50k, somewhere around there. You'll find someone that buys the card 1,000 coins over the current price, in my opinion. So you can get away with stuff like that. Even like the smaller tier players, like a guy like Koscielny, if he, you know, goes on bid at like 15k, you see this right here. So you look at his fluctuation. He goes up to 20, went down to 18. So maybe what you could do here is you could get this card at 16 or under on bid and flip him for 20 when he hits that and make a good 2-3k in that way. There's so many good ways of making coins in this market, and bidding is a really good way to do it. And then also like just sitting on cards and finding snipes. A guy like Trent Alexander-Arnold, 150,000 coins. If I go and look at his daily graph, I see that, okay, he hit 160, and he's been about 150. He's about 150 right now. Where was he Saturday? 168, went down to 145. You see this fluctuation? Went all the way down to 145, back to 166, 145, back to 159. You see the fluctuations? You'll see those trends every single time because you have, these cards are super rare. And I always say this, the players that are more rare have more fluctuation because they have no supply coming from packs. So the only supply that there is that there's a limited amount of them on the market, and they can get bought up very quickly, or they can be supplied very quickly depending on how many people are listing the card up. So when someone sees Trent at 150,000 coins, they're going to want to get their coins quick. So they'll undercut at 148. And then maybe if you keep waiting and the demand isn't there as much as another hour, right? You see 149 here with a shadow. Maybe I know I could sell him at 160. Let me try to get a 145 here, because he's not really getting bought. It shows he's not getting bought here. So you want to get maybe a bid at 145, or you want to snipe him at 145. And just by sitting on him for a minute or two during the daytime, you should easily be able to get at least one of those. So, and I've done this with a lot of the screams. I've done it with icons too. When you're close to getting a deal, don't force a buy if it's not there. Try to find the undercard if you can. If not, you know what? You move on to the next card. There's hundreds of cards to trade with in this game, and there's going to be hundreds of more. So that's kind of how you guys can trade in this market, is by getting on bids, being persistent. I did last second bidding with this guy on Jordi Alba, and I was able to make about 40,000 coins, 35k on him. So just kind of, you know, do little things like that. Another way to like get on a bid as well is kind of like, for example, if I want to get this Sancho under 230 and the bid was somehow at 210, I would go 211, 212. I would bid multiple times, because it will maybe show him that there's so many people on the bid that he might just clear the transfer target and allow me to have the bid, which is maybe what I've gotten some of my other deals on. So just little bidding tactics and kind of how to trade in this market. In terms of the Team of the Group stages, just look at a good price between Tuesday and Thursday. They're already at great prices, but they could probably drop just a little bit more with supply. So I hope you guys did enjoy this video today. Make sure you guys do drop a like, comment, subscribe if you are new around here. I'll talk to you guys in a video soon. Peace out.